Hey guys, I am here to make another cocktail for you. We had sort of a request this week when the idea of a gin drink was mentioned, and it happened to be one of my favorite drinks, which is the Crocus, which is a gin and creme de violette drink. But I wanted to play around with it a little bit and sort of crossbreed it a bit with the Aviation, which is a classic cocktail. So I'm going to call this one the Flying Crocus, and we'll see how it goes. So we're going to be using gin, obviously. This is a Bloom gin. It's a a London dry gin. I forget where it's from. It's British. Yeah, makes sense. I almost went with a lavender, like a more floral gin, but then decided not to. Creme de Violette, which is a nice liqueur for giving stuff a sort of nice purple color. We're going to be using the Bolchant liqueur, which is it's in the triple sec Cointreau family. This is a cognac base, so it's got a little bit of a little bit more of a bulkier taste to it. We're using the Luxardo Maraschino liqueur, which has a sort of earthy flavor to it and is a key component in the Aviation. So that's what we're bringing over from that. And then we're going to be using some lemon juice. So we have our shaker full of ice. We have the coupe glasses that I got recently that I'm going to just use for all the things now. And so we will start with our base. We're going to go 2 ounces of gin. I did not give myself quite enough space here at the counter. Okay, 2 ounces of gin. I'm going to go a half an ounce of our orange liqueur. A half an ounce of our creme de violette. I don't know how much you can see that, but it's a sort of like a dark blue color, almost a really deep purple, if you will. I overpoured it slightly, so. We're gonna go 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, and then just a really scant serving here, like just a little drizzle of this stuff. This stuff it's strong, and the smell is really the smell can be really unpleasant. But a little bit of it in a citrusy drink particularly can be really nice. It's traditionally what maraschino cherries were soaked in, and if you can get it now. It's this right here. These are maraschino cherries. These are actual Luxardo maraschino cherries, rather than sort of what you get in like a Shirley Temple, which is just cherries in corn syrup. So if it's in like a really red syrup, that's not really what you want for a garnish cherry. But let's use that for our garnish. So I'll crack that open. All right. So we got this in our shaker. You can see it's a nice sort of bluish color. And let that chill for just a second. We're gonna get one very syrupy cherry here. So yeah, the Luxardo syrup, it is very goopy. It's even more viscous than just the corn syrup that you have the bright red cancer cherries in. And for that, so it's not as purple as the Crocus usually is, and that's fine. It is a sort of bluish color, a bluish grayish color. But let's see how it comes together. Yeah, that's great. I think maybe I want a little more lemon. So it's gonna have a sort of like it tastes to me almost like sweet tarts. That's sort of the closest taste correlative I can think of, but not unpleasantly. It's a really bright drink. It's designed to be a sort of like a late spring drink, but I'm bringing it out a little earlier in the season than I might normally. It's usually like something that I serve if I'm if I'm making people dinner on Easter. That's kind of where I came up with it. But anyway, it's nice, and that sort of the Luxardo, the maraschino taste is very much at the back end. It's going to have sort of that dries out the finish, so you get a sort of clean palate after the end. There's a little bit of the sort of high citrus taste that you'll keep in your upper sinuses, but your actual palate, your tongue will be sort of is cleared out by the earthy flavor of the maraschino liqueur. Anyway, so that's the Flying Crocus. If it will be on your porch tomorrow afternoon, I'm gonna make up a big batch of it this evening, and if I'm lucky, perhaps I will see you out your window as I hop out of the car to deliver it. And if I'm not lucky, I won't. Either way, I hope to see you all soon. Hope you're doing well, and